Everyone's so perfect, having filters, not really getting your real self and your real skin out there. I sometimes feel scared for the generation that's growing up in this. To be growing up with those standards and having the pressure of looking a certain way every time. Ranveer Singh. Great dancer, great actor, and yeah, I think he's just outstanding in every way. I feel sad, I feel depressed. My mother gets worried about me because she knows, right? And she keeps coming into the room and checking on me and all. I have in the past where I felt sort of not valued and not treated a certain way with a lot of respect and sort of pushed on the side a little bit, and I didn't really like that feeling.
Yeah.
And then I just got myself out. Also, it's important to just sometimes, if you are feeling a certain way, I need to voice it out.
Yeah.
So I need to, except for walking out, I also sometimes feel the need to say it, and when I don't, I regret it later. So yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Radrani and welcome to Zoom Speak Easy. My guest today is a phenomenal woman. All her dreams are coming true. I'm talking about a very talented actor, your and my favorite, Kriti Sanon. Hello.
Hi.
How is it? It is true though. Every day I see you creating a little bit of those milestones that you had planned and achieving them.
Yeah, it's nice to sometimes just pause and look back and see that, okay, what is happening right now was once just a dream and just written in my diary.
It's also way overdue.
Huh?
Also way overdue to the universe.
Yeah, I'm sure. But everything I think is happening at the right time.
It's happening at the right time.
Yeah.
And to that, we shall come where I said it. In our last interview, Kriti had said that, I really hope that I get to produce films.
But I told you I'm going to do it very soon.
Yeah, and
So,
you
yeah.
said I am going to do it very soon.
Yeah.
And then you announced
Yeah.
Blue Butterfly Films.
Yeah. How do you
Your
like the
production
name?
house. I love it. It's very you. When people were surprised, but I knew it made sense because you love butterflies.
No, in general, like a lot of people actually who know me well, they said that it's so you.
It is you.
Because just the feeling of it, it's not about anything else. And I think, apart from the fact that I do love butterflies and I do love that emoticon, I just feel like they symbolize change and transformation.
Yeah.
Just the process of becoming a butterfly, from a caterpillar to a cocoon to becoming the most beautiful version of yourself, but it's always a journey.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that I embody, and I sort of have gone through. My journey has been like that, slow, steady, baby steps, but just finding the most beautiful version of myself and then flying.
You're shooting in Do Patti,
Yeah.
and you're playing two parts. One as an actor and one as a producer. How's it going, Kriti?
Well,
How
on
is it?
set, honestly, I'm more of an actor.
course.
But yeah, of course, creatively, just to be able to put in a lot more of me and my thoughts and being involved. I am a creative person and I like sort of being involved in every aspect of filmmaking. I've always felt that on set. This time I just have a lot more freedom to do it because of also producing. Also, I just feel like certain stories you want to associate with those stories in not just the space of an actor, but also, as a whole.
Yeah.
I always, earlier, there are some stories that just touch you so deeply. Like, I feel like if I had started my production very long back, Mimi probably would have been the first that I
film.
would have wanted to associate with, as a producer,
Yeah.
because it's got a lot of heart to it, and it touched me very deeply. And after that, I think this is the film that really touched me very deeply. A lot of what it says, and it's just the way it's said. It's cool, it's edgy, it's a thriller, but it has a lot of heart and soul. So when Kanika and I sort of discussed this film, I was like, this one I want to also just come on board as a producer because I really, really feel for it.
And you and Kajol.
Yes, after so long.
Wonderful.
It's been how long?
Dilwale ke baad. It's
Yeah,
been so
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
How was it? Meeting her again?
We actually, meeting of course was great. It was just like, it kind of felt like nothing has changed in some ways. But of course, when I shot with her 8 years back, it was my second film. I was very new. I was very raw. I was very nervous. Which, nervousness is still there on set always, but I think I've sort of matured as a person.
Yeah.
And hopefully as an actor also. She looks the same, has the same kind of energy.
Crazy.
Breaks into laughters, just keeps the set very energetic. We haven't shot together yet. but I'm really, really looking forward to it. I've always been a fan of her work, and I'm just so excited to actually work with her again.
It's fantastic. I'm going to come back to discussing so much more that Kriti Sanon is doing and making us proud about. But first of all, we are here again. We are doing this after last year. We had spoken for the same event.
Yes, I
I know
remember.
walkathons are so important for you. Do you continue to associate with this?
I just feel like it motivates people and inspires people to walk, which is just such a simple but such an important form of workout and exercise that we all have forgotten to do. We've just become so convenient in our lives. We move out of our house, we get into a car, we get out of the car, we get into a lift. It's just convenience.
Yeah.
And I just feel like walking is so simple and so underrated. I encourage my parents also to walk, and my mother still sends me that 10,000 steps ka picture whenever
sends you every day?
she sends me only the day she completes it. Okay,
But she tries.
Yeah, but she tries. That's the point.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's important and it's so easy. You can do it wherever. You can walk to your workplace. You can't have an excuse and say, I don't have time.
Yeah.
I like walking and talking. I like whenever I get a call, I have springs in my legs. So I just unknowingly get up and I start walking and pacing in my room. So I like the fact that Skechers Walkathon is, it sort of has built this community of walkers, and the energy last time was so amazing. I have never seen so many people walk together and of different age groups, It was just heartwarming to see it. And this year's Skechers Walkathon is also supporting a very, very important cause. They're supporting Go Sports, which is an NGO that helps in development of athletes at grassroots level. I was actually very shocked to know that 82% of athletes actually drop out before the age of 18 because they don't have resources and they don't have funds and they don't have proper coaching and they don't have the means to attain and achieve their dreams. And I feel that if we can sort of be a part of it, India can definitely have a lot more athletes coming out on the international
100%.
stage. So I hope that number increases.
It's also great to go out for like walks, romantic walks and dates, isn't it, Kriti? When was the last time you think that can be a nice date? Or it can be, right?
It can be a lovely date.
Have you ever gone for a romantic walk and really enjoyed and bonded with someone? And not just like sitting, not just doing anything, you know what I mean?
Of course, I have. I mean, obviously it's been a while, but
Yeah, Kriti.
but
Let me hold your hand on this.
But I just feel like, it's difficult to just go for a walk here in India. But when you go abroad and you're on a holiday, it's just, I think just walking, and if you just get a water body next to you, it's like Sone Pe Suhaga. It's like that's the most peaceful sort of walk that I've had.
Recently also when you took a holiday, you could see you.
Yeah, I just feel, I just feel like walking, on a beach sort of just makes me really happy.
It's cute.
Yeah.
When you say go walk, and walking out is also a very important term. You are somebody who's always taken a stand for yourself and everything, and I feel like that when things are necessary, you have walked out of it. Tell me a moment in your life as to why it's important for women to know when to stick by and when to walk out, and how has that been for you?
See, I think everyone gets to know whether they're being respected or valued or not. You get that feeling. And I think when you don't feel welcomed on a table, or when you don't feel like people around are making you feel like they need you, and they're making you feel like they are doing a favor to you when they're not, you need to know and just stand for yourself and walk out of that table and probably make a table of your own. I wouldn't even name situations, but I feel like, I have in the past where I felt sort of not valued and not treated a certain way with a lot of respect and sort of pushed on the side a little bit, and I didn't really like that feeling.
Yeah.
And then I just got myself out of it.
So important.
It is important. It's very important. And I think it's just important to not feel bullied, in general, in any way. I think also it's important to just sometimes, if you are feeling a certain way, I need to voice it out.
Yeah.
So I need to, except for walking out, I also sometimes feel the need to say it, and when I don't, I regret it later. So yeah, that's important. It's important to just know your value and stand up for yourself, and just not let people treat you in away anything less than what you treat yourself.
So well said, and I feel like this is added to who you are today so much more. Look at, like I said, you have multiple businesses literally happening, and with everything, you are taking the love and the criticism with the same amount of confidence. I'll give an example. I think you got a lot of love. You just launched your own skincare thing. I remember during one of the lives, someone. It's so difficult for actors because they are expecting you to constantly look
A certain
like
way.
this. Now, okay, Kriti naturally has amazing skin. Yes, but she takes care of it.
Of course,
This
I
is a
started
glow,
taking-
and some is natural because you take care of it, obviously. But I feel like it was so unnecessary because they're like, oh, this face is looking puffed up and this. But what I love is what you did the other day after that.
I mean-
And I was like, well, this is a day when my face is not puffed up, but this is such unrealistic standards to expect from female actors. I'm sorry, what is this?
Actually, I never thought of the gender thing here because you don't usually
No.
criticize the days of male actors in general.
Never. Tell
you
me-
don't.
tell me how you do it.
You don't. Honestly, I don't care also. I actually like my face a little puffed up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like it.
Yeah.
And there are days when, of course, it was my birthday and I'm bringing in my birthday. I've partied really late night. And I've actually woken up with 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And I've really gone live. Okay, and not really caring, not bothered and all. So I don't really, but I actually didn't take it so seriously. It
You
didn't
didn't.
matter because I feel like, I mean, yes, I, like everyone else, do have puffy days. And if I don't sleep, if I don't get to sleep, if I party a lot and I have not iced my face or even gotten the time, then yeah, on camera I would look a certain way, but that's okay.
But it's not even the puffy face, right? It's the fact that you stood up, number one. And number two is this unrealistic expectations they have from female actors, yaar. Matlab,
Actually, it's not just female actors. I think just everyone is scrutinizing everyone on every single thing, and you can't pay attention to all of that. I also feel social media in general, we're just so used to seeing all beautiful things.
Yeah.
Everyone's so perfect, having filters, not really getting your real self and your real skin out there. I sometimes feel scared for the generation that's growing up in this.
so true.
To be growing up with those standards and having the pressure of looking a certain way every time, and looking good every time, looking non-puffy every time. It's not possible, firstly, in life, and it's going to only make you feel depressed. So I think it's important to sometimes just unfilter and just see your true self and like yourself for all your flaws and for everything that you are.
I think one question before the last segment starts, and we will wrap then. Congratulations on getting the Meena Kumari biopic. I think you will be stunningly beautiful. Also, Manish is involved in it, so I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. But I know you've started prep, and I know there's a lot that can be done about it.
So very unfortunately, I cannot say anything on this right now.
Fair enough.
Because it's not something that I like talking about things that I'm doing which are announced formally.
Formally.
It's not something. So currently, the only thing that I'm focusing and prepping for, honestly, is Dopatti, because it's probably one of my most challenging parts. It's something that after so long is scaring me.
And the crew to hai.
Huh? The crew to hey, but the crew has been fun. And it's a different world, and it's the first time I've stepped into a space where there are two women, and it's like really cool. On the other hand, Dopatti, I feel like as an actor just gives me so much, which probably I've been craving for a while.
Yeah.
And when a part really challenges you or scares you and you don't really know how you're going to pull it off, it's just, so this is one of those. This is like, if I'm saying by far my most challenging, it is,
Wow.
yeah, it's something.
I'm so excited for you. It's really a lot to do. Okay, on that note, the last segment, we'll make it quick.
Yes.
Fun questions. Are you ready?
Fun questions, okay, define fun.
Fun. We'll see. Yeah, you'll find it fun. Okay.
Okay.
Kriti, an actor whose shoes you'd like to walk in.
Shah Rukh sir.
है ना?
Yeah.
To go and stay in Mannat.
I would love to walk in Mannat and just
And do this and see the people
just
going
do
crazy.
this and yeah.
Okay. A male actor you would like to see put your dancing shoes on with him on screen and also work with him.
Ranveer Singh.
Yes. We're manifesting that. We hope
Great
that happens.
dancer, great actor, and yeah, I think he's just outstanding in every way, I feel.
Okay. If you had to go out for a walk with 3 actors, female actors, or it can be anybody, Who do you choose and why as walking partners?
3
Yeah.
with my crew of Bebo,
Bebo.
Tabu ma'am, and Ria.
And tell me one thing that you think, what do you think the general vibe in the conversation will be like?
Food and clothes and food and food.
And all the time.
Food, I'm telling you, we only even our costume group
Yeah.
that I have with Ria, there's more conversation about food and what we're going to eat than what we're going to wear or what scene we're going to do. So yeah, and chai pe charcha always happens with the crew. So there's going to be a lot of chai and food and yeah.
How does Kriti come back to her own state after you've, let's say, had a film that's not worked or had a day that's really, really bad? What does Kriti do to sort of get back and say, you know what, let's get up and walk ahead?
I think just I do like to just sometimes be in my room, be in my bed, sulk, watch something, binge watch, not do anything, not even take a shower that day. You know, so I do like going through that. If I'm feeling a certain way, I don't want to always shove it under the carpet and just like feel it.
Even if a film that you worked really well on hasn't worked,
Of course, I feel sad. I feel depressed. My mother gets worried about me. It's
does?
yeah. She because she knows, right, and she keeps coming into the room and checking on me and all. But it's fine. I also tell her. I said it's a part and parcel of this industry. I'm going to have successes. I'm going to have failures. I can't run away from it. I want to feel it, and then move on. So I do get on to the next thing, and for me that's the way of moving on.
And that is what you've done. So many things are happening around you. I'm so proud of you, like you always. So way to go.
Thank you. Thank you for always being supportive.
Always being there. And like I said, congratulations on another season of Walkathon. And I hope
Thank
that
you.
we continue to see this. Lots of love, Kriti.
Thank you. Love you too.
Love you.